This week on Rescue Vet, my rescue dog Mango makes a new friend.
So yeah, he brought this dog and she's like 5 times the size of me.
As I treat one of our biggest patients yet.
2, 3.
A sweet Saint Bernard whose health struggles have made it hard to find a forever home and is in urgent need of my help.
I'm going to see those beautiful eyes of yours. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I'm Dr. Scott, and this is Rescue Vet. At the Chobham Vet, I treat animals of all kinds, big and small. But every now and then, a patient walks through the door who's truly hard to miss. This is Belle. She's a 7-year-old Saint Bernard brought in by Pawsitive Rescue Sanctuary. She spent most of her life in rescue, struggling to find her forever home. At 7, this gentle giant is already considered geriatric, as Saint Bernards typically only live around 8 to 10 years. So today, it's all about making her as comfortable as possible.
All right. Good morning, Regina. Do you want to come in? Hi, Belle. Hi, baby.
Let's go, Belle.
Come on. Come on, big girl. Come on. Need like a forklift to get her up, don't you? I might need that later to get her up the stairs. Oh, that's
My portable.
here's the forklift.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, so beautiful Belle. She's got a couple of, well, like I say, she's got a couple of issues. She's actually got quite a lot of issues, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I know that she's got her skin problem, which is long-standing, and that's been true with medical intervention. And she's also got some arthritic discomfort as well, because she's so big and so heavy. Getting up and down is a bit tricky, so we're managing that.
Yeah.
But now we've got a few other things going on as well. So the first thing is this oral hematoma. Let's have a little look. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. All right. So first of all, that is the problem, isn't it? So so that's refilled. So I've already tried to drain this once. So oral, A-U-R-A-L, hematoma. So it's basically fluid within the ears, in between the two sides of the ear, so it just pops out, and it's because of scratching normally. Is she scratching her head a lot?
Yeah, shaking a lot.
Shaking a lot, yeah. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, so she's got sort of yeasty ears. Because of the skin problems, of course, it does manifest in the ears as well. So we've got issues in the ears, and then she's scratching and shaking, and then unfortunately she's led to this trauma and this blood accumulation, which will need surgical correction. And basically what we do is just affix the two sides of the ear back together, put a little slot to allow the fluid to come out, and that will heal in about 10 days or so. But the one thing I think that's very striking for her is she constantly looks like she's asleep.
Yeah.
She's got her eyes closed all the time.
On the right.
On the right side, yes. It's a very small eye for a very big dog. And alongside that, she's also got in-rolling eyelids. So she's got entropion. You're very lovely, aren't you? Those in-rolling eyelids will be so irritating.
Yeah.
So you can just imagine what it's like, your eyelashes rubbing on your eye every single day, all day.
Yeah.
The irritation and the need to just close your eyes constantly, and that's what she does. So she goes, okay, I'll rather just do this, because then I don't move my eyelids and eyelashes. So that's very irritating.
What are you doing to?
This is a common condition in dogs with lots of excess skin, like Saint Bernards, and it's likely Belle has been suffering with it her entire life.
So, the 2 surgeries that we need to perform today, number 1 is the correction of the ear, which is obviously really bothering her, and that's going to be basically sort of little letterbox that we put in the front of the ear, and then sutures all the way along, kind of like brickwork sutures, and then bring that 2 sides together. The second thing we need to do is to then work out how I'm going to correct these eyes. Now, I know that there's already been an attempt, and they sort of did a surgery like this. They kind of pulled the eyes back this way. That hasn't worked. And especially the right eye is really small. So I'm actually not only going to try and make it bigger, but I'm also going to do basically a doggy facelift. So it's taking sections of tissue from here and from here and then closing them up. And by doing so, that tension does this. It opens the eyes like that, So we're going to see this happen and this happen, And by doing so, hopefully she'll start to be able to see the world. But the main thing is that we see the out-rolling of the eyelids and the out-rolling of those irritating eyelashes. I suppose dogs like this, with all of this list of problems,
it's very hard to remove.
rehome them.
And we rather to give her love in the home than.
And she clearly loves you. The way that she interacts with you, she clearly does have great affection for you. It's just so sad, isn't it, that she not only doesn't have a forever home, but she's also in constant discomfort.
The main reason is to make her remaining life to be happy life.
Because I don't know if many people or many rescues will be able to take on a dog with this many issues.
Especially a huge dog is very expensive.
Yes.
The maintenance is very expensive.
Yeah, the food bills alone. Yes, the kids in the village.
Just trying to give her the best life.
Absolutely. Yeah. And while she's here, let's do exactly that. Let's make her as comfortable and as happy as possible. And the thing is that she still has the capability for joy, doesn't she?
Yeah. She wants to play, she runs. Yeah, she owns the full garden.
Yeah, well, I mean, she takes up a full garden, doesn't she? All right, lovely stuff. Well, if you would like to just leave it with me, yes, then we have to work out how we're going to navigate this very small practice with this very big dog. Say goodbye to Mummy. Regina, her head is bigger than your head.
Look. That's why when she wants to play with me and wants to bite me, I run. I run. Bella, bye-bye. You're sorry.
Say bye, Mommy. Bye-bye. See ya. Hey. Sort you out. We're going to see those beautiful eyes of yours. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Good girl. So that's Regina, who is just an absolute delight. That woman is such a hard worker. She is so dedicated to all the animals that she cares for. She is just so in tune with them emotionally and seems to really understand what they need on a really intrinsic level, which I adore and I love because it's a real special gift. But Belle, wow, she is a real problem child. Although she is gorgeous as far as her personality is concerned, she has so many issues. And it is those issues that very likely is the reason that she went into a rescue in the first place. And unfortunately is almost certainly to be the reason why she never finds a way out. But what we need to do is to make sure she's comfortable. And that's with medication, which we keep doing ongoing, but also surgery. Now, just to work out how we're going to get her up those stairs. She's massive.
But with such a big problem to tackle, literally, I've roped in our receptionist Abby and vet nurse Jason to lend a hand.
Oh, you big baby. Come on. Look at this. Put your hand on her paw. Yeah. The difference. Look.
It's bigger than mine.
The bigger issue that you can see is just that she's got those tiny little eyes. So she's got the one blue eye, one brown eye, but you can barely see the blue one because it's so small. The right one needs opening, and the left one we need to remove some excess skin. So that's called a blepharoplasty. And alongside that, you can see. Do you want to have a little have a look at that? Yeah, just grab it. Yeah, now you can see.
It's this.
See
this.
how it is.
Oh my God, that's like an orange. Oh, it's okay. I don't want to annoy her.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see she's
Oh, don't do that.
she's absolutely massive.
You can see it there. You can see how big it is. Look. It's very red.
There.
She had a nice bath yesterday, so she's fresh for us.
Phew. The biggest concern I have is not the surgery, not her age, not her various conditions, because we've got those under control thanks to the help of the wonderful Regina. It's how we get her up those tiny 500-year-old steps.
You can't even put someone in the middle.
No. So if she needs to sort of be walked up.
Maybe we just do it downstairs.
But the table downstairs is probably too small because it's just one of these.
Yeah.
It's barely going to fit on it.
Weighing in at a whopping 65 kilograms, Belle's a real heavyweight. She weighs more than 2 small fridges put together, so getting her up these stairs is going to be a real challenge. But hey, that's all part of the job.
I think we could try and see if she'll walk up the stairs because she is quite ambulatory, even though she is on medication for osteoarthritis.
She's ever so sweet,
Isn't she?
but she is an absolute character.
Yeah. Huge. Actually, are you huge? I must say I've not had loads of St. Bernard patients, and I think it's probably because they live a really short period of time and they do have quite a lot of problems.
Yeah.
So a lot of people just overlook them for smaller breeds that live longer and are healthier.
How old is she?
So she's already about 7.
But they're not sure, so Regina said 7 to 8.
What do they say in the twilight of her life, shall we say? It was
Autumn years.
also, I thought in winter. She's that old.
Well, I was trying to be nice.
Yeah, but she's doing so brilliantly well in the hands of Regina, but she's just routinely and constantly uncomfortable. So we need to, once we work out the logistics of getting a small horse up some stairs, then we need to just sort out the head end whilst we're managing the rest of her. But it is sad, isn't it, to think that she'll probably never find her forever home and she'll always be in rescue.
But where they are, she's in a big room
Is
with
she?
a massive bed.
Right.
So she can move around. They've got big grounds. She gets to go outside. So she essentially has a proper home.
Yeah. With Regina. I mean, come on. You couldn't get better than that.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. All right then, Jason, should we?
Yeah, we can start.
Come on then, baby. Should we see if we can get you up those stairs?
Come on, ready? Come on. Come on, baby. Come, Belle. Come on. Come on.
I haven't got a forklift. Come on, we need Regina.
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Look, we got food. I'm not going to give it to you, but we got food. Look. Look.
Lovely. I did know.
What's he got?
Thank you so much.
Looks like someone's not too keen on the idea of surgery.
Come on. Come on.
Even bribes aren't working.
See it. I know you want it. Come on. Come on, let's go.
So how they do it, they go behind her and they lift her.
Lift her bone.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I was in my twilight years, I probably wouldn't be too thrilled to be woken up to climb stairs either.
Here we go.
Watch yourself. She doesn't stop, so I'm going to pass that to her.
Let's go.
She's really strong.
Keep going. That's it.
That's it. Come on. So Regina normally just pushes her.
Come on.
Good girl. Right, Jason. Should I pull and you push? Come on. Oh, I'll lift. Ready? Okay, come on. Good girl. That's it. Okay, let's do this. Oh, you're so clever. You're so clever. Just take your time. That's it. That's it. Oh, good girl. You know what the problem is? That St. Bernards weren't invented 500 years ago. That's the problem. Okay, do you want to come see Mango? We'll be your friend for the day. Hey, Mango, do this. Not a horse. Come on. Mango. She's going to be your friend today. You're going to have to share your bed because we can't put her in a kennel. No, we can't.
Hi, Belle. Sharing the sofa.
Yeah, they can share the sofa together. They're two lovebirds. Oh, look.
Yeah.
Yes, Mango.
Good girl. Yeah. What's that? I know. What's that? Hey?
It's not a bird. It's not a plane. It's a St. Bernard. Yay! So this is Belle, and she is as beautiful as her name. Isn't she, love? Yeah. You have to get down low because otherwise she can't see you now. Okay. Look. Good girl. What's that? What's that thing? She's like, lunch. Yeah.
Drew.
There's,
Oh.
wow, Belle. Wow. It's saliva only a mother could love. That, isn't that delightful?
Say hi. Hi. Hi.
Is that your friend?
Who's that?
Is that your friend?
Oh, it's going to make it much
Oh,
nicer.
look, she's sniffing him.
Well done, Mango.
He looks really unsure. Well done, good boy.
So yeah, he brought this dog and she's like 5 times the size of me.
Hey. Good girl. Good boy. Well done. So normally I would not introduce my dog to a patient, but Belle is a very special patient, and she's an old girl who is used to being surrounded by dogs. Aren't you, sweetheart? And so actually to have a sort of almost concierge patient support in the form of a dog, another dog who's also a rescue, I think is pretty special. Well, Mango says no.
I don't think Mango's quite realised that Belle's an old girl who's not quite up for playtime. He's still hoping for a new best friend, but Belle's more in the mood for a nap than a game of tug of war. It's all fun and games for the dogs, but now it's time to get down to business. Belle's surgery.
So just while we're just running some bloods, I just thought I'd help you guys with a little drawing. For any of the sort of surgery geeks out there, this is a little picture. I always like to draw a little drawing when I'm teaching younger vets how to do stuff. So this is the oral hematoma. So this is the ear. So I was saying in the consult that we'll be placing that little letterbox incision just to allow for drainage. And then we do this sort of brickwork approach to bringing the two sides of the ear together, because it's quite a significant oral hematoma. There's a number of ways of doing this, but I've found that this way is the most effective way, particularly for a big dog with a big ear that's absolutely full of blood. So that's the oral hematoma. That's the surgery that I'll be performing on the ear. And then we've got blepharoplasty. There we go, blepharoplasty. And basically what this is where, well, it's called a lot of different things. Blepharo is basically just eyelid, and then plasty is sort of to change, to modify. So what you can see here is I'm going to take these incisions from the top of the eye and from the bottom of the eye, and then I'll be suturing this to that. And by doing so, it rolls that eyelid out. And same on the underside. And then I'll just be opening the eye aperture a little bit as well, just to make those eyes a bit bigger. By doing this, we should see the eyes sort of rolling out like that. And then hopefully, not only will Belle be comfortable, but she'll be able to see the world a lot better.
Plans in place, now we can start the life-changing surgery.
Oh, ready? You're going in yourself.
Massive.
Go.
With Belle not quite fitting on the prep table, I'll have to separate these two new friends for a moment and get her cannula in, right here on the floor.
That's it. Good boy. Be good. Ready? Oh, you're going to get up? Yeah. You need to sedate you, so sleep. Good girl. Cool. Right. That's good. Let your friend back in. Come and see her. It's okay. It's all fine. All fine. Yeah. See, she's okay. Good girl. Yeah. It's okay. What's the matter? Okay, baby? Okay. Yeah. It's okay. So one thing we have to consider with a giant breed dog is that in many cases their structures are bigger than humans. And this dog's trachea is going to be absolutely massive. So look at the size of these ET tubes that I've got. So that's an endotracheal tube. So that's what we put down the trachea, the windpipe, which then allows us to supply them with inhalation anesthetic. And as you can see, they're absolutely huge. Look at that. It's like a javelin. I'm going to have to get down this dog's throat. So it's quite intimidating, isn't it? Looking at that, thinking that's got to go down a dog's throat. But it will. You wait. I'm pretty certain that won't fit either, mate.
No, I don't.
She'd crush it. Alright. Good girl, that's it. Good girl. Not you, Mango. Mango, out you go. No surgery for you today. That's it. There we go. Ready? Oh my goodness. That's so good. I'm just getting the crew med here, which just helps take the edge off any stress. Not that she's very stressed, she was asleep out there. That's it. Good girl. Yeah. A little bit sleepy now. Yeah. Go. And then pick her up. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god.
I've got the dog if you correctly saw the table. That's it. Oh.
Getting Belle onto the operating table took some serious teamwork, and for a second it looked like the table might give up even before we got started, but it's holding firm now, and so are we. I'm going to start the surgery with her ear, making an incision and draining the fluid trapped within.
So now I've done that bit. Now it's basically just about making that letterbox incision into the ear. That just allows there to be that sort of ongoing drainage. The reason we correct these is because if you don't, you can develop something called a cauliflower ear. So you might have heard of that. It's very common in rugby players, but also American football players, anyone that gets hit around the head, boxers, and they get the blood that accumulates in between the two sides of the ear, and then what happens is it kind of contracts down, and when it does so it kind of squishes the ear, so it looks a little bit like a cauliflower. It's not particularly attractive, but for a dog like this, that would actually block airflow down to the ear canals, but actually make cleaning Belle's ears even more difficult.
And I have a rather inventive way of stopping stitches from cutting through the skin.
First of all, it's that IV tube, so where we get fluid into a patient that's dehydrated, and what these do is basically just sort of protects the side of the ear so the suture doesn't just cut straight through the ear. So it's just a way that we can protect the ear whilst those sutures are pulling the two sides of it together. I'm just cutting them into little bits now, and then I'll be peppering those all over beautiful Belle's ear. This procedure that I'm using in tubing reminds me a little bit of like when you were a kid and you used to make macaroni necklaces. It's kind of a little bit like that. Just one bit of macaroni at a time, and not a very attractive necklace. She's okay, mate. Don't worry. She's okay. Right, so that's the last stitch that's gone in to Belle's ear, and it's all nice together. It's not very pretty, so I'm not going to show you guys, but once we clean it up, it'll look just fine. And it's basically brought those two sides of the ear together. And now onto her eyes. So what I've done so far is I've taken the 2 slivers of skin from the top and bottom eyelids of Belle's left eye. So I'm just about to close it, and the closing is the all important bit to be able to apply that tension to the location and roll her eyelids out of her eye. And with them comes those pesky and very irritating eyelashes. That's one eye done. Which one? Open. So we'll see if she gets something she wakes up. That looks pretty good. So that's left eye now done. So that's it done. Quite a long procedure, but a fiddly one as well. That one that hopefully will give her a lot of comfort. The ear will heal in time, and hopefully we'll see her be able to open her eyes with comfort and be able to see the world. Good girl. It's okay.
It's been a long 2-hour surgery, but one that's going to make a huge difference. For the first time, Belle will be able to see the world clearly, and she'll finally be free from the discomfort of those in-rolling eyelashes. Regina's waiting to collect Belle, and I can't wait to reunite her with her gentle giant.
Well done. Good girl. Come this way. This is way to freedom. Come on. So the ear is, as you can see, it's fixed on both sides by this little tube. So they're on both sides. That needs cleaning every day with Hippie Scrub.
Yeah.
So give it a bit of a clean on both sides. Okay. And then if you can get your finger into it and just wipe out any of the muck and build up, because there might be some stuff that's gone down the ear as well. So you just want to try and clean that. As far as the eyes are concerned, so there is quite a lot of swelling around both of the eyes. So she looks a bit beaten up really. But anyone that's had a facelift looks a bit like that. It will go down. So the right eye is quite a lot more swollen than the left, but the right eye needed a lot more work than the left. So not only have I opened up the sides of the eye, but I've also then rolled the eye back as well. And that's on both sides. So you can already see on this side where there's not the swelling that the eye is much more open. And I'm hoping for the same on this side. You use cold water or ice compresses just to sort of bring the swelling down. That should steadily sort of calm down, and then we should hopefully see her be much more open. But I think 3 days from now, she'll be much, much different from how she looks right now. But she can see me much more clearly than she could before. But this eye just looks better already, just simply because there's less swelling than this side. Yeah. Long surgery, but she's done really, really well. We did manage to get her up and down the stairs. So that went just fine. Yeah, you're such a good girl. And she's been looked after by my dog Mango all day. He literally has been watching him like a little nurse, which has been very sweet. Rescuing the rescue dog, that's what Mango's been doing today. Well done. Okay, you got her. Alright. See you later, guys. Have a good evening. Good girl, Belle. Bye. So that's Belle heading home. Huge dog with a huge amount of problems, but at least we've ironed out quite a number of them today. Her face looks very swollen, bless her, but that will improve, and the ear will take a couple of weeks to resolve. The next few days and weeks will be a little bit tricky. She'll be a little bit uncomfortable. We'll manage that, and hopefully she'll be able to see the world and be far more comfortable afterwards.
It's been 2 weeks since Belle's surgery, and today is a pretty exciting day.
Jason and I are off to see Belle, one of our favourite patients, and as you know, she is absolutely huge, so we thought we'd pay her a home visit because she barely fits in the consult room, she barely fits in our lovely 500-year-old veterinary clinic, so we thought we'd take the show on the road and go and see her. She's been doing really well since she's had the surgery, and it's been reported that she is doing a lot better and actually being able to see. So I'm really looking forward to be able to see her beautiful eyes and yeah, see how that ear's got on as well.
We've just arrived at Pawsitive Rescue Sanctuary, the rescue centre that's become Belle's forever home. I can't wait to see how she's doing.
Belle! Hi, baby!
Hi, come here.
Come here!
Come on.
She's so cool.
Come on, in. Come on. Come on.
Hello, beautiful. How are you?
How you doing? Hello, hello, hello.
Goodness, let's have a look at your face. So much better. Yes. What do you think, Jason? I think it's such a difference. Look, you can actually see the colour of her eyes.
Oh yeah,
Look at that.
yeah. You can open the eye now.
It's so good. You can actually see, I mean, you can see when she walked in the door,
Yeah.
she actually looked up and could see me. Hey, you can see me. How cool is that? It's so nice, isn't it? You're the nicest girl. Yeah. It's tiring to be that beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. I'm really happy with the outcome though. Like honestly, I think it looks good. Sure, baby. I know. Stay still. Stay still.
The results of Belle's surgery have been everything we hoped for. Now, with her stitches coming out, she'll finally get to experience the full benefit of her transformation.
That's great. The eyes are now rolled out on both sides. The eyelids are very flat there. This one had to make some changes to open it up a little bit more, but I think it's a pretty good result. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, isn't it? Yes.
She'll no longer have to deal with the pain, and with the swelling of her ear also resolved, a very successful surgical outcome indeed.
So you can see here now that actually the ear is nice and close together. So the tubes have been able to hold the two sides of the ear together. So now remove the sutures, remove the tubes, and hopefully Belle's ear will be perfect.
Stand up. Oh, right out to us. See for yourself.
What better way to celebrate than a walk in the garden?
As you can see.
For the first time, Belle can truly see the world, and it's a beautiful sight. Belle may not have found a traditional forever home, but here at the sanctuary, surrounded by people like Regina who love her deeply, she's got all the love she needs. This is her home, and for however long she has left, she finally gets to live life to the fullest, feeling safe, comfortable, and truly loved. For more remarkable rescue stories like Belle's, please subscribe to the channel, and why not give this video a thumbs up to help me help more rescue animals here on Rescue Vet. Bye for now.